Well, a very good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Bowl Scotland 2024 National Championships. We're live from the National Centre for Bowling in Ayr. Well, what have we got for you for this afternoon? Well, we've got two absolute crackers. Very shortly, we're going to see the final of the ladies' singles. It's Jaclyn Neal taking on Donna Clark. And then following that game, around about 3 o'clock, it's the final of the gents' singles. It's Ian McLean taking on Graham Hume. And that is going to be an absolute humdinger as well. So as you can see from the drone shot, it's been a very lovely day here at the Northfield Arenas. And the players are just finishing off the second of the trial ends. And then we're going to go straight into this final. And joining me for this very interesting final, once again, Colin Noon. Good afternoon, Colin.
Good afternoon. Looking forward to this one. I think this could be a cracking game. We saw Jaclyn on the screen earlier this week. Had a great performance.
Yes.
Really, she's had a good performance all week. Bronze medal in the under-25 singles, so she's already one further at worst, and see if she can turn this to gold.
Yeah, she's doing really well for just 25 years of age.
Yeah, young player. Good record.
So for those of you tuning in or you don't know these two players, I know there's a lot of you tuning in from Australia and New Zealand. So Jaclyn Neal representing the Arthurlie Club, playing with the red disc bowls. Donna Clark, she's representing the Coylton Club with the blue disc bowls. And the format is first player to 21 ends. 4 bowls each, of course. No respots in this particular singles event. It's dead ends do count and the end will be replayed. So a nice little shake of the hands there. We're going to go straight into this. It looks like it's Donna's choice of Jack. Well, she's gone very short straight away. So for the marker to challenge it, so it's got to be 23 metres of course, but it's the marker's responsibility to challenge if they don't think it is up. She had a very quick look and didn't seem too bothered. As with any singles game, I think it's going to be the first player to drop on a little bit of consistency. When you go out for a big game like this, Colin, I think it's fair to say everyone's got you can have game plan A, aren't you, to begin with in your mind. You're going to have a rough idea of the length you're going to go to first, and you'll stick with that, and at some point if that isn't working, you make the decision whether you're going to change to something else or not.
Yeah, for sure. Most players will have a favoured length, of course. That of course is plan A. I guess what you're never sure of is when you go out is what game do you bring on that particular day. Is it your A game, your B game or your C game, and you need to play to those conditions.
You certainly do. I mean, sometimes you can just fall on a rink where it doesn't matter what you do, your bowls just don't suit that rink. That's where it becomes difficult, because that's where you really got to somehow find a way to win, haven't you?
Yeah, you call that kind of, I suppose, kind of trying to, grind out a result and, use all of the tools that are available to you, Of course, there's the rink to play, but there's the way you position on the mat, where you stand, back, front, middle, side, you need to try and find a way that suits. And more often than not, you can find that. I think the worst thing you can do, though, is start to play the rink as opposed to your opponent. good line with this one.
Okay. Yep, that's the shot. Jaclyn playing with a size 1 Taylor Ace Bowl.
And Donna's playing with a Taylor Spectrum size 3, so...
Spectrum's just slightly stronger, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I don't know if Spectrum still exists as a brand, actually, but... yeah, it was very similar, I think, to an international, I think.
Yeah, it was sat in between somewhere, didn't it, I think?
End 1 to dead, score 1-0.
So both players favouring the same side of the rink that the Leeds played in the pairs tie that we streamed earlier. We had this chat earlier, didn't we, about whether it was a bit heavier in this direction. We saw it quite a lot in the pairs, so
There's a lot of short balls, weren't there? This
might
way.
just indicate that that's the case. It's a great adjustment though.
Of course, as well as the title of national champion, these players will be playing for either a gold or silver medal. Opens quite a few doors for you as well sometimes. I mean, semi-final stages of a national singles, no matter which country you play for or in, you've got the, obviously, international selectors watching. You've got the chance of, British Isles for the winner. Yeah. Sometimes you've got the champion of champions, haven't you? You've got, obviously, depending on funding and things like that. But there's so many doors that can open for the winner of this game.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to push on, isn't it? It's the ultimate marker, isn't it? Win your national singles. In fact, win any national, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes some doing.
Just missed the line there, but it's worked for her. It's the best line so far for Donna, but she's caught in the front.
Two for Jaclyn. Jaclyn got into the sport at the age of 10, part of the family. So many player profiles I've read over the last couple of days have had a big family influence. It seems a big thing in Scotland, not so much when I do player profiles for other events. It's not as prevalent as it is up here. It's quite nice in a way that it is. Yeah, it is a big family thing.
I think that's very much the case. We did chat about this earlier in the week, and it's very much that you follow parents or grandparents, even I suppose, into the sport. And Donna's profile here shows the same thing.
Oh, really?
Her dad, uncles, cousins, so on and so forth, getting her into the sport.
End 2 to dead, score 3-0.
Interesting change of side from Jaclyn, having scored on the opening end up the other side of the rink.
I always find it interesting how people find not just this sport but any sports. I started playing bowls at 5. I started playing crown green bowls, and that was because right at the very back of my nan's house was a crown green. It backed onto it like a little cottage, and you open the back door and there was the bowling green. And when I was in the school holidays, and because my parents had their own businesses, I used to just run around because you can play anywhere on crown green, it's not just up and down. I used to run around the green for all the old gentlemen and throw the jack back for them.
Yeah, I was probably a bit older. I'd be, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 maybe when I first got into it, and that was my dad. It's the jack. So a chance for Donna to put another one in.
She's got the neatest folded cloth I've ever seen. Played it well. Just nipped the line. She's found some good pace down this direction.
Could that be a shot?
I'm not sure. I think the back one's third.
Don't know.
And no, 3. Big 3. Well played, Donna. That gets it back to level.
Should settle the nerves, I would think. Always a bit daunting in a national final, making sure you get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's if you're not used to it regularly, it is, isn't it? You know, plus the cameras, you've got that slightly bigger crowd because it is the final of a national. She seems quite focused. I like, if you look at her delivery, it's the same all the time. She goes through this same routine. That's what's good about her delivery, I think.
End 3, 2 to blue, score 3 red, 2 blue.
So there's a correction there to the score. It was just 2 that last end for Donna. 3-2.
Yeah, that's an almost perfect opener from Jaclyn. It's Donna now moving to the other side. I think that's the sensible option, don't you?
Good second. Just closes the head down, doesn't it? Doesn't give Jaclyn just as much room to sneak another one in. Jaclyn's ball's away already. She doesn't hang around at all, does she?
No, this could be quick. Jaclyn needs to be careful not to give that. Oh.
She's okay. She's managed to stay in. course, didn't get back in time. Weight was very good for it. So Jaclyn will just be trying to draw to any of those 3 balls.
Wasting no time.
Gently, gently.
Gently, gently.
Is it 1 red? Umpire's called. On comes Malcolm. He'll just get probably the box measure out and just be able to split these pretty quickly. Lots of different games going on the outer rinks as well. We'll try and get some scores for you if needed. We can't see anything from where we are. We're in a room without any windows.
No, we can't see it, but there is live scoring available
Is it?
for all the finals.
Good.
So the link is on the Bowl Scotland Facebook page.
There you go. If you want the live scores, go to Bowl Scotland Facebook page, click the link, and you can keep up to date with the club that you'd like to follow. 2 it is, 5-2 now for Jaclyn. I think you've been very lucky with the weather this year, apart from later on yesterday. I think you've had almost glorious sunshine, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been really good. It makes a difference, doesn't it? Really, nobody wants to be playing in wind and rain and so on and so forth if you can avoid it. So yeah, it does makes a huge difference, not only to the players but to the spectators as well.
Yeah, just the whole event, doesn't it? You know, people don't want an empty stand, do they, when they're playing really important games?
End 4 was 2 to red. Score is now 5 red, 2 blue.
Good hit.
It's a good line again. Just struggling for speed.
Just lacking a big yard there, so Jaclyn will close this down. Slightly wider line.
I think she's a good line, Jason. I think if her weight's right, she'll come right back to the middle here. Just missed the line again.
I think it's more the pace. I think if she's another 4 feet in that...
Possibly, it may hold longer. Jaclyn's got a great opportunity here to stretch this lead.
Definitely. Something just ever so slightly short on the line will be good. Now, has she got the extra yard to 4 feet? She hasn't.
She'll be disappointed with that.
She will. 3 short balls exactly the same, won't they?
So that's 8, 2 girls.
So another 3 there for Jaclyn Neal. Question there from Tommy about the live scores. If you look at go refresh the Bowl Scotland Facebook page, and then you see the start of the games, and you'll see there's a blue link. Push that link, and then you'll see it'll load in table form. You can see the various different things. We've just tried it just to make sure it is working, and it's definitely working. Oh dear.
End 5-3 to red. Score is now 8 red, 2 blue.
Well, she's missed it. That's some adjustment, well played.
Guess by whatever means that's 2. Those bowls are just a magnet for Donna at the minute, aren't they?
Yep. Takes some doing hitting them both, doesn't it?
This just needs to run.
No, she's had enough of the backhand already, going back to the forehand. That was a bizarre end, really, wasn't it? That one short bowl from the very first bowl caused chaos.
There's not much you can say about that. It's one of those ends. Get it over, kick them in, move on. But from Jaclyn's perspective, she rolls onto a 10-2 lead, and this is at risk of running away very early here.
Just looking at some of Jaclyn's best achievements, part of the Scotland under-25s team, indoors of course, and then 2 bronze Clubs Junior medals.
Yeah, 23-24.
N6, 2 to red. That's 10 red and 2 blue.
The thing I love about the player profile here, there's a question that we've been asking the players on the profile. What would it mean to you to become a national champion for 2024? Jaclyn's put, it's my first year in the big championships, so it'd mean a lot to get as far as I can. Well, young lady, yeah. You've certainly done yourself proud.
She's done alright, hasn't she?
She certainly has, yes. She's just playing herself into that groove that we saw yesterday, isn't she? When she gets into the groove, she's dangerous.
Yeah, very, and she'll be feeding off the fact right now that Donna just hasn't settled. You know, she hasn't actually settled on her side, and when she's playing this hand, she's just finishing under and short. she'll be frustrated with that.
This is where you've got to change something. If you look here, look, Donna's been standing on the very outside of the mat here playing this backhand, coming in and finishing tight all the time. Why don't she just move across on the mat a little bit and play a similar line and just see what the end result is? When you stand on the inside of the mat, you normally get less bend off the bowl, is the reason why I'm saying that. On the outside of the mat, your bowl will bend as much as it possibly can.
It's better, Jason. Draw the shot here.
Well played. That's the adjustment she wanted. Didn't want to drop another 3.
Should be the shot, I think. Yeah.
And that's a blue lollipop she's put up.
It's just out of sight, but I think it was one blue. This is a great effort.
Nearly sat it down.
Yeah, setting it down probably would have done. I would argue that's probably the best line that Donna's picked in that hand. Just lacking a couple of feet running.
She needs to get this mat and just go a few yards up the green with it. Probably halfway between the tee and the minimum marker and play kind of like tee length that way.
Yeah, she'll have a think about this in terms of what she's going to play. But I wonder if she's going full length here because she has kept the mat back.
She played a lot of short balls. I mean, but depends on what green she played the last game on. Obviously, there's 5 greens here, obviously, but each green will play ever so slightly different pace. I'm just wondering whether she's come from a slightly quicker green onto this green because there's been a lot of short balls.
So this is what, 3/4 length jack perhaps? She needs to make her mind up. Jaclyn's dominating, I think, on the swinging side. Donna's moving, so she's maybe got to try and stop her playing that. You know. Hey, wait.
Nice little pick up will be very good. Yes, well played.
Good adjustment.
Great reply.
Still a nice chance for Donna to play a positive draw here. Turn her own, slip by to the winner. It's just about pace.
Just 18 inches, 2 feet, wasn't it? That was all.
Yeah, it's a better end, isn't it? You know, Jaclyn just needs to be careful she doesn't get dragged to the inside of the rink here. And she hasn't. Great stuff.
I'd like to see Donna play up at this, down the forehand still, landing her own ball solid, either side of it will get a result. She wants a minimum of 4 feet, I'd say.
I would say so. It's maybe more than 4 feet. Maybe not.
It's close.
Needs a jack. That will do, I think.
Percentage bowl, lots of different options there.
Lots of chances.
Oh, no, don't like that
Yeah,
one.
it'll stay out there, I think.
End 8, 1 to blue. Score is now 10-4. 1.
I'm not quite sure why Jaclyn changed her hand there. She's played two absolute monsters down the forehand, and it was still easily available to still draw into it off her own. Got to the outside of her own and sat it down. Playing the hand she did, even if she got to Donna's bowl, it was always looking a little bit locked in for me.
I think the thing that's maybe interesting in it, I may have got this wrong, but I don't think either player's visited the hedge yet. So she didn't come and have a look at that to understand what the lie of the land may have been.
She might have her steps in for the day. A question about what speed is the green running at? Between 11 and 11 and a half. Great start as well. Well played. Just a foot, that's all.
Yeah, Donna will have a lot of local support here. Colton's not too far. This is she's from District 29, which is this district.
Okay. How many districts do you have?
32.
32 districts. So do you have amalgamations or?
Takes you to a straight 32.
Yeah. But
here.
do you have some districts where they play? Because there must be more than 32 areas, if you know what I mean. For
The country's split into 32 districts.
that's how you do it, is it? So it's slightly different to
that's
how we have it in
yeah.
England. Yeah, we have 35 counties that we have.
Ah, understood. Yeah, one qualifier from each district, but Donna is District 29, which is the South and East Ayrshire locale, and all of the District 29 playdowns, if you like, are played here.
Well, this end it's Donna who's in charge. She's definitely dominated it with the first two bowls. Can she hold up? Just gone.
It's her turn to get dragged onto the wrong bowls, so great opportunity. She's changing her side here, Chase. Is she?
Yeah, she's gone to the backhand.
No, I think it might just be the sticker on the bowls, just
Oh,
looks
is it?
odd. Yeah, it did look like that though. Just needs to run.
Slightly wider for Jaclyn. The pace wasn't too bad if she's going to get down to the bowl or the jack. How's your pace?
I don't
She's
think
short.
She's made it.
Dear me. Can't be short at 3 down.
Well, that commanding lead has evaporated quite quickly.
3 to blue. Score is now 10 to red, 7 to blue after 9 ends.
You can definitely tell we're in a seaside town, can't you?
Yeah, you can. Little seagulls. Certainly wake you up in the morning. So So we'll just do a quick roundup of the scores for those of you that may not have access to the live scoring. So in the ladies triples final, Townhill lead Stonehouse by 6 shots to 2 after 3 ends. In the gents triples, Airdrie Central trail Irvine Park 3-1, again after 3. In the ladies fours, Windygates and Jury Vale are 1 each, with Stenhouse Muir after 2. The gents fours, Bonnyrigg trail Hindland 4-0 after 3. In the ladies pairs, Dalsurf lead Stonehaven 2-1, again after 3 ends. And in the gents pairs, Gordon lead Hillside 6-0 after 3. Better line from Jaclyn. Still not reaching.
Uphill. Comes number 1.
Very beatable. 2 feet perhaps, maybe less. Got to be a better line.
It's just given up, I think. Needs to drop the anchor. Well, it's a couple of interesting ends we've had this way.
1 to red, end 10.
Yeah, they're just struggling badly coming this way, aren't they, at the minute?
Blue. Okay, we won.
Yeah, you do get them every now and again, don't you? You get one of them helicopter ends where...
Yeah, it happens. It's national final, there's got to be some nerves kicking around in there too, isn't there, really?
Well, still stretching the jack out. When we saw her yesterday, she was tending to go short, wasn't she? She was kind of playing 24, 25 metre length jacks.
And settled nicely onto it, didn't she?
Yeah, she played it well because of that slightly stronger bias bowl. She was getting back to centre quite well. Here she's just trying to play slightly further.
It's a good line.
She likes this line in this direction. She plays it well. Not a bad reply, just lacking 2 feet.
Yeah, I didn't think she liked it when she let it go. It's forced Jaclyn to the other side.
Sticking with it, and quite rightly so. Either side of it with decent pace.
Neither player really finding a steady rhythm, either on line or length.
It's a very tricky rink, I think, this one.
Even the pairs tie this morning, they're trying to find centre rinks. It's tough.
Just wondering how many seconds Donna's got here. I think Jaclyn needs to get another one in, because I think Donna may have a chance to remove that ball for a pair, or maybe even more if she stays. Inside it's very good. It's not bad.
It's almost taking the play away, I suppose, but just probably still sitting it away for 2, maybe?
Yeah. She definitely wants to reach it.
It's the line. So what choice of length this time?
I think she'll probably go similar, kind of 2 yards short of the tee. Mat back, 2 yards short of the tee. Definitely gone to the tee, hasn't it? Yes, I can see the tee now.
Yeah, most definitely.
Now remember just to reach in this direction with your first. Good start. Better line.
A bit further up.
Skinny. Yep, just gone again. Struggling this way. I think he needs to take full advantage of this.
Yeah, she can capitalise here. Just taking
Short.
a very different route. Can't look good.
Short, but a little bit of nuisance.
Yeah, it just can't look good now, can it? I think the line for the dead draw is probably through that ball. Chase a bit, maybe?
As long as she don't pull it tight again, she'll be just playing up to it.
It's a corner. Unavailable.
Looks like 2 for me, I think.
Seagulls swooping down there.
Yes, he seems to have a different type of seagull in air.
Just bigger seagulls.
A lot bigger. Must be because you batter everything over in Scotland.
Yeah.
Seagulls must be enjoying all the food.
Deep fried Mars bars.
That's the only one I like, actually. The deep fried Mars bar. I quite like that. Yes, I'm not so keen on the pie bombs that they shove in the batter, but yeah, the Mars bar one was
Anyway,
quite
back to the bowls.
back to the bowl.
Well done. Very good.
Maybe sneak the shot.
Close, yeah. I don't think we've seen the winner yet, though.
Again, you're only that boy. Same ball. Come on, run this out. Run it out, Martin. Run it out, Martin. Come on. Brilliant. Well done.
Well,
I think it's even sat the other ball down for a definite 2 now.
so. Just missing this again. So, another chance to get back in the game here. It's a bit of a cheap end, isn't it?
It's a bit scrappy. I think the game has been a little bit scrappy in certain areas, hasn't it? But it could be because the rink is really tricky. It's not an easy rink at all. But
Let's turn that one in again.
I think I find interesting is you're looking at the same traits. So we're definitely well into halfway through this game. So if you look at Donna's game, for example, she's never moved on the mat at all.
Yeah.
She's playing consistently short and consistently tight at the moment.
Yep.
So you've got to look at how this is where coaching comes in really well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you've got to look at are you going to keep playing at them lines and just hope one day that ball won't bend as much as it's been doing all day? Or are you going to try something different? Try just a bowl or two where you play the same line, but you stand on the inside edge of the mat.
And you're right about coaching, because if we were sat on the side watching, I don't know, an international 18s squad or 25s or any squad really that you're working with, you would be behind that. You would notice, and you would say, have you thought about, just to sow the seed in someone's head. And, we don't actively use coaching outside of internationals, really, do we?
No, not at all.
Whereas if you go Southern Hemisphere, it's not unusual to have someone nominated as a coach at the back of a lot of games.
There's always somebody there.
That's 2 to blue, and 13 is now 14 red, 9 blue.
So I'm going to take one player here to hit a little bit of form and they can run away with us.
Yes, I tend to agree. Oh, a nice little promotion there. It's probably just enough, I think.
Now, favourites won in a measure.
Little nod. She liked the answer there, didn't she? Still in. One in a measure.
Baseball, almost identical ball from Jaclyn will yield the shot here. Shot, though, isn't it?
Yeah, she played it well. Still the backhand for Donna. Just yard, 4 feet, just slightly under her own. She might be able to just get down to Jaclyn's.
Great effort.
Drawing it dead. Well played.
Same ball from Jaclyn. Just changed her side.
It's the ball wide, that was all.
Head 14, 1 to blue.
Another single for Donna Clark.
Red, 10 blue.
Trails 10-14 now. First to 21, of course, for singles.
Inside your range, run it in for second, drag it back.
Just a yard short of the tee, so it's pretty a long length. Is she going to stay with this now? She's going to the forehand. Sticking with it, looking for about 4 feet of pace if she's played the same wide line.
Still on. Well played, Donna. Well played.
Yeah, big bowl. It's finished really well for her as well, hasn't it? Right in front of it.
Yeah, it's a difficult one from Jaclyn's perspective. Ideally, she'd have liked one past there, but see if Donna can add another.
Just nipped the line. She played a good pace again. Jaclyn wants just to get to the shot bowl and release the jack. That will be enough. 6 inches or so. Well, look at this. Oh,
What a great
unlucky.
try. What a great try.
Probably just too solid. Outside edge would have been
Yeah,
slightly
it was always
better.
a difficult one, wasn't it? Just closes the game in again. Donna brought it back to 10-7, I think, previously. And yeah, 10-7, so she got within 3. So here we are again. Let's see if she can overturn this deficit.
So.
1 to blue, 15 ends, 14 reds, 11 blue.
Very good, mate. Help him, mate. Hurry, for Bill! Solid! Yes! Hurry, Cal! Hurry, mate!
Well, out the hand it looked tight, but just trying to see where the jack is.
The biggest problem is it's not up. It's one of the widest lines yet on that side. It's still not.
I think the rink's spoiling a really good final in a way. It's scratchy, isn't it? It's just not allowing them to play consistent bowls, I don't think.
I think even the fact that their weight's not right, you know, that they're still not the middle of the rink, you know.
Surely you're not going to drop a 3 here, my goodness.
Dangerous she overcorrects here.
She has done.
Yeah.
My gosh.
You just feel that coming there, you know.
Don't be short, don't be short, don't be short. And then, oops, wangs it. Well,
Sometimes they're the ends, Jason, you know, where it's scrappy like that you just take a wander up, slow it down just a little bit, regroup.
To blue, 14 each at 16 eighths. A wee half, give it a wee, the film Matt, just a wee bit. Let me see. That's you.
nail. Is that jack going back?
groans tell you that that dropped in. Just take a quick whiz round the games again, shall we? So, in the triples, ladies, Town Hill lead Stonehouse 9-3 after 5. Gents triples, Airdrie Central trail Irvine Park 4-5 after 5. In the ladies' fours, Windygates and Jury Vale lead Stenhousemuir 6-3 after 5. And in the gents' fours, Bonnyrigg trail Hindland 0-6 after 5. And the pairs, Dalsurf lead Stonehaven 6-3 after 7. And the gents' pairs, Gordon lead Hillside 8-2 after 6. That might be 2 and a bit feet by, Jason, but it's a better start, isn't it?
Yeah. Spoke too soon. That's the one.
Adjustment.
Just needs to make the trip just slightly short again. So it's going to be now a good chance for Jaclyn just to try and drop on a little bit of consistency. I think you were right what you said 3 or 4 ends ago. It's probably that first player now to drop on a few ends of playing really, really well that could run away with it.
That's all it takes. You know, there's another one in. You know, all of a sudden, Donna's in danger of dropping a 3. It's a great effort. She'll make this.
Oh, well played.
Oh.
Brilliant.
It's not first, it's second that takes the danger of the count away, I think.
The marker sat on the fence there.
Yeah,
So
and
we'll call a splinter.
yeah, Jaclyn didn't go for a look. She's just gave the shot away. That might be enough, you know. Indoors, that would probably slide along the carpet for a
Doesn't
touch,
it?
wouldn't it? But
Because of the sticker,
Yeah.
it does. You'll get probably a millimetre movement.
Jaclyn, I don't know. I don't know if it's the angles or whatever. I can call an umpire if you want. Umpire!
Umpire call, Colin Stewart.
I went both ways.
He's
and
got his
that's
calipers
tired.
out. Like you say, no one's been to visit the head or anything, have they? They're just
No.
just relying on what they can see, I guess.
bowls is quite a visual game as well, Jason. You visualise the shot that you're trying to play and trying to determine that from 20 to 30 metres away is difficult. It's just close. One to Jaclyn.
1 to red, end 17, red 15, blue 14.
It's a better start, just 2 feet. Slightly shorter with the jack this time. He's a free run, hasn't got it.
It's failed.
Yes, very good to your ball. Very, very good. Hurry!
Number 2. Yeah. Much better balls on this, ever so slightly shorter length.
There's like consistency over 2 ends that we talked about. Slide.
Just ever so slightly too thick, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think her weight was just almost dead. She needed to clean through there, I think.
Well, Donna, there's some positive into your own. Oh, she's having a look. It's worth reaching this. You know, if you still play the pace where if you miss everything, you can still got a chance to get back down to the jack. But if she lifts her own ball 3 times, that would be very good.
Yeah, the way that Hans plays, she could probably come off the swinging line to grab the jack on the way by with a couple of feet of pace, maybe. Lifts her own. Enough weight? Nowhere near it.
Yes, Callum! Very good, mate.
Need a bit more positivity in there.
Yeah, you've 2/3. Reach it.
A chance for Jaclyn. You know, if she can get down to that jack and just touch it a couple inches to the right hand side, she brings the front ball in. If it's not already, of course. Chance.
She's making the trip.
Just not making it.
Oh, Donna, big chance for you now. Down the forehand, blue one onto the jack. Take the 2 red ones out. So I'm expecting a bit of weight behind this. No. Deary, deary me.
2 to the head.
3 or 4 different chances. She elected to play. I mean, the
Two to the
dead
head,
draw.
end
It
18,
was on. Being fair, it was
17
on, but
red.
very
Yeah.
low percentage. Very low.
There was some risk in playing with weight too, but provided you were playing a controlled weight, you know, a yard, 2 at most
The weight
probably,
and then the whole mat.
you weren't really making it much worse.
That's you.
Still, we move on.
Yep. Centre. Hurry! Hurry! Come on, Gary. Here it comes.
This is a huge first ball for Jaclyn here. If she can pop the first one in and get some consistency, she's within touching distance of this title.
I think that's pretty good for the first one.
I think based on what we've seen, that's good, yeah? That's what the rink's allowing the players to play at the minute.
Excellent question just come through. Can having your opponent struggling for consistency have a psychological effect on your own game? That is a very good question. I'd say yes.
I would say yes as well. I think there's a couple of things in there, isn't there? Is that if your opponent's struggling, then I think you feed off it. Yeah.
You've got to.
Yeah, you have to. And I think the other thing is sometimes you see your opponent perhaps struggling and they lose patience with themselves. And hence I always talk about body language is really important when you play, is don't give your opponent something to feed off.
Well, there's 3 of the 4 needed. So this is a big one for Donna. She won't want to leave it for a last.
No, this ball's huge. She'll know that. Certainly better.
Yes, it's in for either second or third, that's for certain. Two our markers indicated. Here comes the third. Came back a very long way at the end. Well played. Well, Donna, something similar for yourself.
Just a run. Guaranteed second. First.
Oh, big bowl. Very big bowl.
What a recovery that was.
One to blue.
Could that be a turning point?
I mean, the last 2 bowls were big, weren't they? I mean, she was
19,
nearly looking at a game down lie there.
blue. Just straighten the front a wee bit.
Yes, very good, mate. Very, very clever.
Wish I had £1 for every short ball sent in this direction today on this run.
It'd be worth a fortune, I think, today.
I've seen it having quite a lot. First ball short, then the next one just keep running into the back of the balls.
Yeah. Good enough. Stop.
Right, Donna, yard to 4 feet.
Just settle down, compose yourself.
Changing a hand.
You play that me, Katie, man. Jason shot as well. Come on.
Just to hit it with a truck.
Wow. That'll force Jaclyn to the other side too, will it?
Not quite sure whether that's just stayed in time. Either way, it's going to be one for Jaclyn.
One to red.
Just the one. 18-15 the score. Lots of media interest around the green for these finals.
Red 18, blue 15. And that is 20 ends played.
Been day 9, isn't it, today? National finals.
8.
It started last Sunday.
Last Saturday.
Last Saturday it started.
8.
Just sneak over the line. Close.
This is good. Won't look great for Jaclyn, but she's just got to repeat the last delivery, really.
Yes, the last ball. I think it's far enough away. You're not going to turn it in if you're playing a draw pace, are you?
She's making it. Did she hold?
Not reaching.
No, and it's been the curse for her, isn't it, really? This just needs to be good weight.
Can sneak by, has done.
Sneaked in. It's a game lie.
And it sat
Is
it
it
back
a game
as
lie?
well.
I think it is, isn't it?
Fancy 3!
3, yes. Well, one ball.
I'm sure Donna expected to hear that there.
Game down, you've got to reach now.
Maybe I measured him. It's
Hen.
when I'm standing back here, it looks a blue one at the front, but when I go into the head, it's.
Well, I don't think it matters. I think she's only got the one shot, and that's reaching down the backhand, just trying to make contact. Lifts her own. Chap and lie on one of the Jaclyn Neal bowls.
It's not that straightforward, Jason, is it, really? Because, you know, if she's going to turn her own, she's got to have a yard away more, probably, to turn them in. If she's going to play one of Jaclyn's bowls through the head, she needs more.
And then the more you play, the more you run the risk of removing yours if it's not 3. I think you've got to know in your head whether you think it's definitely 2 or 3 here. But either way, it's got to be some form of positive weight down the backhand.
I think she's got to go quick at this.
Don't play tippy-tappy weight.
No.
So Donna, what have you got up your sleeve? Well, she's not got any sleeves on for a start, so that's her cursed. Backhand it is. No, I mean,
This is the worst position. I think she's changing her mind on the mat.
yeah, that's. You want to step off it, don't you? Step off it.
Step off it.
Make
Go
your
have another
mind
look.
up.
You know, this is a national title. Be clear in the mind.
All right, buddy. One minute. Stop.
In for third.
She's got third.
In for third.
One minute. One minute.
So 2 for Jaclyn Neal. She leads 20 shots to 15.
That was a brave shot to play, wasn't it?
Certainly was.
But the way this game's been, no, it's not done.
No,
Far from it.
far from done.
And going this way.
One minute. Here you go, Dan. Here you come. Brilliant.
2 or 3 metres short of full length, you would think.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's better to play a shorter length up the hill.
Yeah, Jaclyn's maybe just thinking, do you know what? Get this first one up and then see if she can reply, and there you go.
That's certainly the ball you want, isn't it, when you only need 1 for game? So don't be short, Donna, give it a chance.
There's not been many balls closer than that going this way.
No, you're right, being fair, yeah. Line's good.
You don't leave them at the park now.
Line's good.
Great reply. Probably the worst possible result she could have got there.
Yes. Certainly no easier than what it was with the first. Gap between the ball and Jack's a lot less as well, so it's going to be a little bit harder to flick it away. Certainly will be now.
That's actually good for her, isn't it?
She played on the backhand, you know. She can get it off her
Yeah,
own
it's
ball.
definitely there, but
If she plays the forehand with not so much weight, the ball's just going to travel with the jack. Got to be up. Oh dear.
yeah. I mean, this is a 2-ball conversion now, isn't it?
Well, this is where you have to be up, you see, because even if you don't get the shot, you're finishing in a receiving position. Now she's still got nothing at the back.
That's
so.
why it's a 2-ball conversion, isn't it? You know, you need to tap it, then draw it. You know. What do you play? Run her down the backhand? You're all in, aren't you?
Hurry, Callum! Hurry, mate! Hurry, Bill! Line 1. Is that it? Look at Spitler, move it, mate!
Yeah, she's playing the backhand. She corner her own, get to the shot bowler, then run with the jack. It's not finished bad though for her there.
That's helpful.
thought Jaclyn may have covered down that pole, down the other hand.
Yeah, me too. I certainly didn't think she'd be doing this.
Oh dear. That's okay, that's just fine then. Got to go very quick on the backhand now, peel the two red disc balls away. Nice and firm.
Well, this is it. Championship lie.
Watching Jaclyn's face as well, look, she'll be hoping she misses.
Gotta be up. There we are, that's it.
Yep, team for Jaclyn Neal. The 25-year-old becomes the Bowls Scotland National Ladies Singles winner for 2024. She's certainly achieved what she put on her player profile. Stated once again that's the first time she's qualified in the main events, and would just like to go as far as she can, and she's gone all the way, Colin.
She has, and look at the doors that we talked earlier. That's opened for her. You know, she goes forward to the British. She probably has the champion of champions to look forward to. Yeah, so many opportunities for her. Absolutely delighted that she's got over the line there, and she's been consistent all week.
Yep, she certainly has. So commiserations to Donna Clark, but Jaclyn Neal is your new ladies national singles for the winner for this year. So what have we got next? So very shortly, 3 o'clock, we've got the final of the gents singles. It's Ian McLean against Graham Hume. Just keep your eye on the stream just in case we do start early. The game's finished just ever so slightly earlier than we expected to, so you'll get the notification of course on YouTube and Facebook, and you can just see the celebrations already starting there for Jaclyn Neal and her family. So we'll be back with you very shortly for the final of the gents singles. Bye bye for now.